So again, let's continue our learning of Nuxt JS and understanding the directory structure, and again go to package.json file. We have seen about the dependencies, and in the last episode we talked about the Express. But let's talk about Vuetify to understand the plugins. So Vuetify is the framework of Vue.js for material front end. We have chosen this, and yes, that Vuetify is good. And if we go to the Vuetify website and installation part, you can see after installing Vuetify, we need to import these things and do other stuffs related to Vuetify. But because this is a Nuxt app and it has already installed this, so how we can configure it? Obviously, you don't have to actually configure it. By default, Nuxt has configured this Vuetify for you. But where? So if I now go and introduce you to this plugins directory, in this plugins directory, we are going to define all our packages and their settings, or whatever you want to include before running or before starting your application. So you can just read this readme, and it says this directory contain JavaScript plugins that you want to run before mounting the root Vue.js application. So I think you understand this, that if we go to the vuetify.js file, yes, all these configurations are loaded from here. But how are Nuxt to know that this Vuetify related configurations are inside plugins vuetify.js? So for that, I will take you to nuxt.config.js file. This file includes the configuration, and configuration obviously include the plugins. So if you scroll down, you will see we have this plugins option. It's an array of all the plugins we have defined, and you can see we are saying that okay, it's inside plugins and then Vuetify. Obviously that pointing out to vuetify.js file, this one. But you have seen here we have used @ sign. This @ sign is going to point the root of our application. So whenever we are using @ then slash, this means @ means we are going to find things inside our root and then whatever we define. So we are saying @ /plugin, this means root, then plugin, and inside that Vuetify. So this is plugin part we are defining here. So whenever you are installing any node package or any node library, yes, that library will go here, but you need to register it firstly by pulling out its configuration. So you can create a simple file here, and you can call it abc.js. Then inside that you will do your import part, and then on your nuxt.config.js file you simply say @plugins/abc. This is how you include any npm library or package for your Nuxt application. So I'm not going to save these things, so let's delete it. Okay, so this is the way our package.json include files, and our Nuxt.js is loading this file inside our Nuxt application. So you can see one thing more, we are using the CSS from this asset style app.style. One more thing, you can use this @ sign or this tilde sign to go to your root directory. And again I'm saying okay, go to root, then slash. So root is there, and then /assets, then style and app.style. And here inside this we are requiring our Vuetify related CSS. So Vuetify CSS is here and Vuetify JS part is here. So you can see it's so much easy and actually so much customized for everything on inside our Nuxt application. And one thing more I'm going to talk about here is that because Nuxt uses Webpack, and Webpack need to know how to load or how to bundle your JavaScript or whatever you are loading. So to bundle out the Vuetify, we are having a Vuetify loader. That is very important. Otherwise, this Vuetify is not going to compile or not going to bundled in a single file. So this is how our Vuetify or our plugin system works in our Nuxt JS, and in the next episode we will talk about the modules from our Nuxt JS. So we will meet in the next episode. Till then, goodbye.